I regard this as the most optimistic event of the year. One cannot but leave this event without great hope for the future of the country when one witnesses the quality of the projects that are exhibited. And the fact that over 2,000 entries now for every year, about 500 now are selected for exhibition. And I think it's been a most powerful initiative taken many, many decades and go.
Our project is called Sheep Strength. So we're testing the feasibility of mixing sheep wool with concrete as a more sustainable strengthening agent than polypropylene fibres. So basically, we're just mixing sheep wool with concrete to see if it can make it stronger. We got the idea for this project, so I come from a farming background, so we have sheep ourselves. We have a lot of wool and the wool industry is actually struggling, and wool's really going to waste, and it's a really valuable resource, and so we were thinking of ways that we could use it ourselves.
We made 4 different types of concrete, one with the sheep wool in it, one with nothing, and one with polypropylene fibres, which are used in concrete flooring and paving already, and they're very similar to sheep wool. And we made a hybrid so a mix of both the polypropylene and the wool, and then we subjected them to 8 different tests to get an all-round assessment of them. And when we did this, we applied a scoring table, and the wool came out the best out of all of them.
So in other words, when we tested all of our concrete, the wool performed really well in all of our tests, and it's the best. So this means that in the future, wool could be used to be mixed in concrete instead of polypropylene. It's more sustainable, it's cheaper, and it's so many benefits, and it's really changed the concrete industry.
We've created a tool for farmers to get advice on organic fertilizer through a website. It acts as like a transition into AI from old methods. What it does is, when farmers have soil sensors in their land and in their soil, it'll give out readings. And what we can do is put it into this website here. It will output the specific fertilizer that you should probably use for your land, if it's too acidic, if it's too whatever the case, specific to you.
It recommends natural fertilizers to reduce chemicals in the environment. It recommends the best possible option for your soil to best help your crops grow and produce the most and best quality food for our country.
Our project Herd Herbs is prevented mastitis in dairy cows using herbal remedies, because mastitis is a very common issue in dairy cows. It's a bacterial infection in the mammary gland of the udder that's usually caused by unhygienic milking equipment or any trauma to the udder that can allow bacteria to get in. And if it's not treated in time, it can lead to E. coli mastitis, which can lead to the culling of cows, which means like cutting them off from the herd and selling them for slaughter. So to try to prevent this, we came up with a product comes in 3 formulations: powder, a paste, and a mineral block. And we tested, we mainly focused on powder for 6 months, and we tested them all on Laura's cows.
We wanted to come up with a more easier, efficient and sustainable organic way, so we came up with the powder, the paste and the mineral block that dissolves in water.
We had 100 cows, and we split them into 2 groups, 50 and 50. One was a control group, we're giving them none of our product, and then the treatment group, we were giving them our product for 6 months. And then we got all our information back, and we could see that the somatic cell count, which is the amount of white blood cells in the cow's milk, had decreased, which means the higher the cells, the lower the quality of milk. So we decreased the cells. So in the control group, it was 250,000 cells per milliliter, and in the treatment group, it went down to 150,000 cells per milliliter.
Our project's just about like deer population, affects like food safety, biodiversity, as well as farming. And when we carried out a survey just to see the different purpose of meetings on it. If we were to implement a plan on how we're going to solve this problem, we would need to have everyone's input. So we've designed a survey, and the most popular reason to manage the deer population is by an incentive program. And our least popular reason was like a reintroduction of predator.
there's a lack of knowledge around the effects of geo-propagation. We also we need to design a public awareness campaign around geo-propagation and its effects, how it affects biodiversity, agriculture and road safety.